Coach, as you know, being over in Orlando, still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. 11 yards and a Panther first down. Looked like man coverage, able to read it there on the outside for the completion. That'll be something to track as the game goes along here.
It certainly will, and there's so many different ways that they will try to figure out whether they're in man or zone. Sometimes you'll run a guy in motion to see if someone runs with him. Other times you'll empty out the backfield, spread it out, and see if everyone comes out and matches up. In any event, anytime you see man coverage, you tell your guys you got to win those matchups, because if you do, you'll get the football and probably for a nice game.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 46-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. They find some open field here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it second down. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy. And that's what they're doing early in this game.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face a third down. Back to throw. Harper. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Let's go. 15 line. 15 line. Quick dash. Go. Shoot.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. On 2nd and 1, Tannehill. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line.
Let's go.
They're on 13-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Harper. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Kill.
McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
Well, when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
Let's go one more. Reset, cut, boom. We own it.
On first down, Harper. That's going to be caught by Samuel. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
On third down, Harper. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Brady, never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1 yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2 yard line.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
This a give to Mack running to the right. And he'll get this only up to about the 3 yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
Here we go. Make you game. And watch the leg. Hit it.
Here's Tannehill. Airing this one out for Evans. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did it.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now Mack. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
On 2nd and inches, Tannehill. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 23. On first down, Walter. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On second down, here's a run with Mack. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
You got it. You got it. You got it.
That's a gain of 3.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Tannehill now to throw. They'll run the screen with Mack. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller, since that the screen pass was available, whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
They'll run here with Mack. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Looking to run with Mack. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Marlon Mack, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks, because then the defense has the advantage.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. 2nd and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Hey, let's go.
Looking to throw. Harper. He finds an opening past the 40. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's got the 1st down here and then some, but a penalty flag down. This could very well be coming back.
Let's go. Let's go. Come on, set. Take the pitch run. You can't block me. You can't wait away. You can't block me. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. He's checking. He's checking. He's checking. Crash. Crash. 22. Jet. Bomber. 22. Jet. Bomber. Yup, yup. Echo, echo. Got you. I got you. Mike Ford. Come on, baby.
Operating from the gun. Harper. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Back to throw. Harper. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Harper. Now he'll let this one go. Deep left sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
But we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly third and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
59's Mike, 59's Mike. Check, 59. Let's go, D. Big series.
Now it's Tannehill. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Tannehill. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Tannehill. Open man is Howard, the tight end. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Go now. Go. 10-2 start. 47's the mic. 47's the mic. I'm coming after you.
Tannehill on first down. He'll let this go for the end zone. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hey! 47's the mic. 47's the mic. Let's go.
Throwing again is Tannehill. Airing this one out for Evans. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
He was covered by Stephon Gilmore.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Undercrush.
61, matchbox lights.
Watch the twist. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Ready.
On 3rd down, a run by Mack. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. A give, running right is Mack. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
He was covered by Dante Jackson.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Check, 59. Crunch time, defense.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
On 1st and 10, Harper. Open man is Samuel, complete.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
First down.
Throwing on 1st down, Harper. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. On 1st down, Harper. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Down. 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie.
Rip right.
They'll go again here with Mack. And a reinforcements come in as they're going to stop.
Entering pause screen. Resume.
Behind the line.
You don't want no problem with me.
Gary on the tackle. The tackle made back at the 37-yard line.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down.
Get off the field. 4-7's the mic. 4-7's the mic. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. 47.
Tannehill. Rush coming, and he's taken down. K1 Short able to record his 5th sack of the season. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 35-yard line.
66. Bullet. Pass. Watch two. Watch two. Get your swarm on. 36. Shut up.
Off play action. Harper. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Looking to throw. Harper. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out.
That's right. That's right. That's right. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Boom, boom.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Here we go. Where's the mic? Watch one. Watch out.
Operating from the gun. Harper. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. One heck of a third down conversion. 33 yards.
Now that one hurts defensively. They forced him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Set, ready. 3, 3. Guys, game situation.
From the gun, Harper. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Harper steps away to his left. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. We've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
At the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check Mike, check Mike.
Tannehill. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Pilot, 64, weak. Ready.
They keep it on the ground. Mack again. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
You don't want none? Hey, switch gears.
Hard. Fire.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he finds Howard complete. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back. Yeah. He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. Shoves him aside. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Mike's 59.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Tannehill. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 15-yard line. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy?
Bravo.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go.
To throw is Tannehill. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Check, 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 check.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Flush to his right. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Harper. And that's complete to McCaffrey. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it's a 2nd down.
Christian McCaffrey. He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Tight end. 3 down, 3 down. Mike, 4. Check tight end, check tight. Check tight.
Off the play fake. Harper. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Ready? Under 10. Under 10.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Jones. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. 4th and goal. Here we go. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey in the final minute. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes it a 17-10 score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 28-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. I know he ain't got it. Mike's 47. Mike's 47. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Ready.
Tannehill now to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Brian Burns in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Let's go.
The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation. A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles, and really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you can just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So for the Panthers, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Bucs,
entering XP feedback screen. Entering player upgrades screen. Sam Gruber is selected. Entering franchise hub screen. Things to do. View message. X Factor HB is selected. Entering franchise hub screen. View message. X Factor LB is selected. Entering franchise hubs. Scout college players. W are selected. You have 4 options. 2 is 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 selected. LT selected. You have 4 options. 3 is selected. Entering franchise hub screen. Things to do. Entering franchise hub screen. Things to do. Team adjust lineup. Members you have. Team things to do.